Yes, sir. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reg Dollar. Welcome back to the Goated Legacy series, and we got some gameplay. So you know the vibe, man. Drop the like button, hit the subscribe button, and buckle up because it's time. It's college basketball time. The Memphis Tigers versus the Texas Longhorns. We got prospects such as the backcourt, exciting backcourt of Austin Mack, Rico Ryder, some of the most electric players that we got in this up and coming draft class. Austin Mack has a case to be the best point guard in the class. Rico Ryder, one of the best two guards in the nation. And also they got the enforcer, J.J. King. And on the other side, we got other prospects such as Deion Jones, Corey Cousins, and Deshaun Ross. And I'm ready to get this game underway, man. So, like I said before, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's get this game jumping. Now we got Austin back with the in and out, driving to the basket, showing his leg craft with the offhand. And now they throw it down court. Nobody's down there. Corey Cousins by himself, throwing down a little back scratcher action right there for him. And now we got pick and roll action. Rico Ryder, crossover, little hezzy, and he finished with a little jelly. I like that by Rico. Smooth operator. That's what I like to call it. But you got Austin Mack picking up full court. Deshaun Ross and Terry, nigga. Give me that shit. J.J. King, the enforcer. And again, another block by Memphis. And they running on a fast break now. You got Rico Ryder trying to get a bucket, a little crossover. And now he slows it down, a little swing action. And Austin Mack lets the three fly, and he nails it. And a great start so far by the Memphis Tigers, turning defense into offense. Well, on this play, we got Deion Jones with a little spin cycle action. Little spin move, pump fake. And let's see the replay right there. Spin move. Oh, we ain't going to show you the finish. My bad. But now we got Austin Mack just playing at his own pace, dancing with the basketball, doing whatever he wants. A nice little crossover action and a two-handed slam by him. And a little fast break. Nice little outlet pass by Austin, in and out. And Rico Ryder with the finish. The backcourt is going to work so far to start off the game. But Corey Cousins is not going to be denied. He wanted that dunk so bad, throwing it around three defenders. But Austin Mack, he just penetrating, getting down the lane, and scoring with the two-handed slam. And a nice little shot creation move by there. Spin move and hit the mid-range jumper. And a miss right there, but cleaning up the rebound. I don't remember who that was, but that was tough right there. Austin Mack, nice little ball movement going by Memphis. Rico Ryder pulls the three, and that's a 6-point lead right there. You see the celebration. And the big fella operating, spin move, going to work. I see him. And they don't get back on defense, and Rico Ryder goes to the windmill slam. And there's been a whole lot of windmills, like every single gameplay episode so far. And I know you saw that jumper. It looked like Derek Fisher with the left-handed. Nigga launched that hoe. And now we got Deshaun Ross showing off his speed and rising up. He like a 6'2", 6'3" point guard, rising up like that. But speak about rising up, give me the board, grown man finish. Board man gets paid, and J.J. King showing off his range right now. Nice little pass right there. And drive to the basket. Give me that shit, sending that to the crowd. Watch your head. Very dangerous out there. But Austin Mack just attacking three people and just with a tough leg. Fearless. And Memphis is running away with the game. Austin Mack doing what he wants. Nice little size up in the corner and just pulls a three. And this is starting to get out of hand. Austin Mack by himself on a fast break, and he's doing anything you could do, I could do better, Rico. Showing off his own version of his windmill. And now J.J. King is being active on the glass, doing what he does best, getting a bucket. And Memphis is just, they're killing right now. They're getting whatever they want. Nice little dunk. It's a 20-point lead. 2 seconds left. Austin Mack gets a clean look right before the buzzer and knocks it down. And I had to send the game after that. And after, you guys can look at the stats. After this, we got some simulation going on. All right, now at this point in the season, Memphis is 5-2 after getting that win against Texas. Michigan is 6-2, but they're still unranked. Duke is the #1 team in the nation, 6-0. Kentucky's 5-3 after having that upset loss to Fordham. I know you guys didn't see that when I was doing all that Simmons shit, but Kentucky took upset loss to Fordham. Don't know what happened there. And you already know the other blowouts they had. They got smacked by Duke on opening night. And then Rich Mack happened in that Georgetown game. But let's start simming more. Looks like we're about to head into December. And the next game we got Duke versus Arizona. Number 8 Arizona versus number 1 Duke. Can they stay undefeated? And that they do. 78-60 victory. Only 21 points. Moses Johnson's the only player that really showed up on this squad for Arizona. But looking at the other side, Jabari Mack had 24 and 10, and he's having a stellar season so far, averaging 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists, and also 2 steals and a block. And that's throughout the first 7 games of the season. He's looking like the best player right now for the Duke Blue Devils, even though Reggie Mack was the number 1 player. But Reggie Mack is also hooping. Don't let that. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. He's averaging 18 a game, grabbing 9 boards as a 2 guard, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. He a dog, man. So those two, they just gonna be neck and neck at who's the best player on the team and possibly the number 1 pick. And now we got Kentucky versus North Carolina Saturday game. Both teams are kind of disappointing after I think they're both ranked top 5 teams in the nation. 5-3 Kentucky versus the 4-2 North Carolina Tar Heels. And I don't know if Mo Davis is fully healthy, but we gonna see. Kentucky got the W, blowout victory, 22 points. Oh yeah, Mo Davis, he good. He had 27 on 10 of 16 shooting. Carlton had 10 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists and 3 steals. And Isaiah Blackman probably had 11 points and 19 rebounds. That might be a freshman record right there for rebounds in a game for a Kentucky player. Matt Adams had 17 and rough game for Dustin Day. 2 points on 9 turnovers, 1 of 7 from the field. Looks like Mo Davis had him in a jail cell. He said, locked up, won't let me out. Next game, we got Michigan and Columbia. It looks like it should be an easy W for, never mind. An upset victory. Columbia beats Michigan by 2 points. Danny Tyler has 17 points on 4 of 15 from the field and 5 turnovers. Trent Beretta had 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 blocks, and nobody else showed up. The rest of the starting 5 combined with 6 points in the game, which is pathetic. And damn, yeah, I can see why this Michigan team is not ranked. Terrible loss, terrible loss. But we got one more game before. Well, we got the recruiting period and all that shit, but I'm not recruiting for this, so that really don't matter. But we got Memphis and Rhode Island, the last game of the week. And let's take a look at what happened there. Another upset. Rhode Island beats Memphis. And they didn't even have their star player, Rhode Island. Skip Fletcher, a player that's in the Golden Fictional Draft class, was apparently, I guess he was out, whatever injury he had. Austin Mack had 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. Had 5 turnovers, and this is kind of a disappointing start for Memphis. They got 3 losses already. They already had one other upset loss early on in the season of Richmond. They lost to UConn, which is their 4-4. So they got a couple bad losses under the belt, even though they had a big one against Texas. But Texas is not ranked right now. And we're not going to do the college hoops tonight this week. We got some another week. And the big games we got, Ohio State versus Memphis. Duke and Maryland, the rivalry is back. But we already know Duke always wins that rivalry, so it's probably the same thing. And Kentucky and Indiana, two top 25 teams going at it. Then after this, we could check like the polls and all this shit. But if you guys liking this series, I need y'all to hit the like button. And also, I finished the faces for everybody, so I'm gonna have an update video soon so I could reveal all that. But I just need to finish this series so I could do the ratings and tendencies and all that shit. But Dante Carter had 16 points and 4 rebounds, even though they took the L. 20 points by K.C. Bailey, a freshman. He had a good game. Austin Mack had 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. Had 9 turnovers. Needs to clean that up. J.J. King, 16 points, 7 rebounds. RIco Ryder, 14 and 6. Victory for Memphis after taking that L to Rhode Island in that last game. And the next game is on a Saturday, so let's send to that right there. You feel me? Hofstra versus Memphis. They better not lose. All right, they got the W. Let's see what happens. 27-9-3 for Austin Mack, doing what he does. Probably one of the best point guard. He has an argument for the best point guard in the country. Can't get on that official title yet because we got other players that's hooping like Jay Anthony, Danny Tyler, Carlton Davis. He had a couple of good games, but there's a lot of people in contention for the best point guards in the nation. This draft class is stacked with a lot of point guards. RIco Ryder had 12 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 6 steals, showing off his defense right there. RIco, two-way player, and he's looking like one of the best 2 guards in the country. He's averaging 20 a game. I don't think he has the edge over Reggie Mack. Reggie Mack he's just a special talent and has so much upside because he's like 6'9" and a great athlete. J.J. King had 17 points, 8 rebounds. Moving on, Indiana versus Kentucky. 2 top 25 teams, and Kentucky wins. They win by 8 points. Senior Zach Archer had 15. 7 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists for Carlton Davis. And one thing about Carlton, he could stuff up the stat sheets. He's giving you 5. He could give you a 5-5 game, like guaranteed. He has 7, 7, and 8. Mo Davis had 24. He's a bucket right there, averaging 21 a game. The Kentucky freshman, and the senior Jalen Honeycutt is giving you 17 a game. Isaiah Blackman, 10 and 8 and 5 blocks, doing what that Kentucky big does: block shots and protect the rim and rim run. Crazy. But Duke and Maryland, undefeated Duke versus Maryland, and another blowout victory, and that's by 25 points, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals for Reggie Mack. Jabari Mack had 9 points. He didn't shoot the ball much. He was in foul trouble a lot. Basically, this whole Duke was hacking. How many teams? They had 28 personal fouls. Yeah, they was hacking. Now I'm gonna go hold you. But they laid the smack down. And that'll do it for this week. And yeah, let's get this recruiting shit out of here. We ain't gonna look at college hoops today, this week. Let's go and look at the standings. Duke is the #1 team. Georgetown, Louisville is number 3. Florida State, they're all undefeated teams. Marquette is up to 5. Clemson moved up to 6. They were 11th last week. Memphis is at 7. Another team that climbed up in the rankings is Notre Dame. We got Oregon. Kentucky is a top 10 team. Tennessee, Gonzaga, Kansas, UCLA, Arkansas. And teams that jumped up that wasn't in the top 25 last week was Villanova. They got a prospect, Joe Banks, point forward type player. Reminds me of Ben Simmons, even though Ben Simmons, how everybody feels about Ben Simmons right now. That nigga's probably the most polarizing player that we got in the league. But Joe Banks is he's like another version of Ben Simmons, a 6'10" point guard, point forwardish type prospect. Houston also jumped into the top 25, which I'm surprised they aren't. They got Khalif Kingston, who's probably one of the best defenders in the country, even though he's a freshman. And they also got Terrell Miles on their squad, so their front court is loaded, Houston. Georgia Tech also climbed into the top 25. And let's get back to Simmons. I'm trying to think of what's the next game I should possibly play. Duke and Kansas, that's a good one right there. Kentucky, we've seen enough of Kentucky, even though they have a good matchup against Gonzaga. We probably not going to play that. Maybe next Kentucky game we might play is against Oregon versus Jay. A Carlton Davis versus Jay matchup, that's a good one right there. And honestly, I found I could play with any team. So when I was using Rich Mack, If you guys watch that video, you guys had to watch that. The most dominant big man since Shaq, Rich Mac. 51 points, something like that. He went crazy. Just go and watch that video. But I found out I could play with basically any team I want. I just have to control the game. And it'll pop up. So maybe I'll play another Rich Mac game. It depends. But let's go back. We got a Michigan and Florida State game. And yo, I don't know if you guys can hear the Xbox 360, but this shit is loud as hell. And Michigan takes another L. A disappointing season so far from Michigan. Danny Tyler had 3 points on 1 of 6 shooting, 5 turnovers. Trent Breda had 15 points and 6 rebounds. And they're just not playing well as a team. Like they don't have good games together for whatever reason that is. Devontae Tucker on Florida State had 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 blocks. And Leonard Hamilton is doing a great job coaching this Florida State team. Clay Hooper gave you 17 and 11 and 3 steals. One of the best shooters that we got. One of the best shooters in college basketball, Clay Hooper. I wonder what he's shooting from the field. Shooting 39% from 3. 41 from the field, so he's probably not having the best start to the season from the field goal percentage, but I think he's definitely going to get that up. 6'9", knockdown shooter. And the next games are on Saturday. So we got a slate week. Michigan versus Northern Iowa. We might as well just sim all these games and then just go and look at it. So Kentucky beat Duquesne by 20, 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists. Flirting with a triple-double, Carlton Davis, 14 points for Mo Davis. Only played 24 minutes, and that's likely due to foul trouble. But he got to the line. He took 9 free throws. 9 to 9 from the free throw line, so that's a good sign right there. 19 points for Jalen Honeycutt. 13 and 7 for Isaiah Blackman. It also gave you 4 blocks. He's averaging 3 blocks a game. Absolutely protecting the rim. Memphis, they beat Davidson. Austin Mack, 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. He had 8 turnovers. Niggas be turning this shit over. Crazy in this. Rico Rodder had 13. J.J. King gave you a double-double, 13 and 13 and 4 steals. That was only in 25 minutes, too. They went to overtime. They had 20 points in overtime. Michigan got the dub. I'm surprised because I feel like they've been losing every single game. They gave up 14 points in the second half after being tied. Danny Tyler had 22 points and 8 assists. Trent Breda had 14. And, oh, damn. Bro, I know you're not a starter giving 2 points a game. Please tell me, all right, he only playing 11 minutes. I'm about to say. Nigga is luggage. Just taking up space. All right, let's move into next week. We got next matchup is Duke versus St. Mary's. We don't get. We don't get. Skip that. And Duke just lost to St. Mary's. I had a feeling they was about to lose to like an upset team. And the number 1 team gets knocked off by St. Mary's, and I believe that was at home. Nobody had a good game. When I say nobody had a good game, literally nobody had a good game. 3 of 10, 3 of 9, 3 of 11, 3 of 10, and 0 of 3. That's crazy. You probably not gonna see that another game from them. Every single player in the starting 5 shooting less than probably like 33% from the field. Nigga, that's impressive because that's hard to do. Especially the talent that they got on their roster. Looks like they not going to be number 1 after this week. And it's most likely going to be Georgetown because I think they're undefeated still. Either Louisville or Georgetown is going to take that throne. And I'm surprised. There goes that undefeated season. We got Kentucky and Marquette, two top 10 teams going at it. And an injury happened. Parker Allison is out. And the auto-generated names is garbage, bro. But Kentucky gets the W by 5 points. Jalen Miller had 28 points and 9 rebounds. He went off. On the other side, Mo Davis had 13. Carlton had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 steals. 27 points by Jalen Honeycutt. 2 points by Isaiah Blackman. And Duke really lost to St. Mary's. And they didn't even have their best player either. So what is the problem? Delonte Daniels is their best player. What is going on here? Shit, shout out to Nicola Baines from New Zealand. He hooped 15 points, all threes on 5 or 6 in that game. That's crazy. Niggas just come to Cameron Indoor and turn into JJ Redick. And shout out to JJ Redick for retiring. He had a great NBA career. He's the reason why I'm really a Duke fan, because he's the reason why I got into college basketball. Cause I remember when I was younger, he was like the first like college basketball player I knew. And then just like going back, like looking like more into him, cause I was young as hell when I like first saw JJ Redick. So like I really started watching like college basketball around like 2010-ish, when they won the championship, and then Kyrie came. He from Jersey, so that's like when my Duke fandom like really grew. But it started with JJ Redick. Shout out to him. He had a great college career, great NBA career. And J.J. King with the high ankle sprain. Did they get the W, though? Duke got the W. Let's see this game first. They blew out Army in a redemption victory. They probably took their anger out on them. 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists on 8 of 10 shooting by Reggie Mack. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals by Jabari. Troy Mack didn't have his best shooting night, but he gave you 11 rebounds and 5 assists. And Austin Mack had 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists against Western Kentucky in a 12-point victory. 9 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists by Rico Riders. 13 and 10 by J.J. King. Wonder what happened to this brother. Oh, he had a high ankle sprain. We just saw that. I'm dumb as hell. Ooh, nah. This Saturday, we got some games. Michigan versus UCLA. Duke is in a tournament. What tournament is this? In a jackpot challenge, whatever the hell that is. They don't have really too many good teams. Missouri State, that should be a W. We're in the Thomas and Mack Center. If you don't know where that is, that's in Las Vegas. Purdue and Iowa State. Yeah, they both not good. They rank 70 and 69 in the RPI. Both 5 and 5 and then 7 and 3. So it looks like this should be an easy tournament for Duke to win. But the other games we got is Kentucky versus Gonzaga, and I feel like Gonzaga is definitely underranked. They're 10-1, even though they do play in the West Coast Conference, and that's not a Power 5 conference. But we got some good games. Saturdays, where is that for the games? It look like Kentucky, Gonzaga. Shit, let me just assimilate all when it's Mad games. And damn, I should have never controlled Michigan, bro. These niggas is ass. 17 points, 5 assists by Danny Tyler. Trent Bredon had 20 and 10 and 4 blocks, but the team is overall just lackluster. There's only 2 really good players, but looking at the other side, Galil Goodrich had 13 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. The star player, Jeremy Goodson, had 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists, and he's one of the best small forwards in the country. He's a freshman, too, averaging 19 points, 8 rebounds a game, and that's throughout the first 11 games of the season. He's projected to probably be a lottery pick the way he's playing, and don't be surprised if he top 10. Other side, Duke won by 31, 12 and 11 by Reggie Mack, 19 points by Jelani Austin. He hooped. Troy Mack came to play, 15 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, and 4 blocks, stuff in the stat sheets as he always does. Jabari Mack gave you a 20 ball. Nothing more to say about Jabari. Gave you a 20 ball. He good for a bucket. And the championship game of the Jackpot Classic, Duke gets the W. They win by 5 points, so it's closer than you probably expect. 26 points, though, by Reggie Mack. Another 20 ball by Jabari, but this nigga had 8 turnovers. And honestly, we gotta send one more week until that. The Kentucky-Oregon game and Duke and Kansas. That's a week. Kentucky, Oregon, Duke, and Kansas. That is a week. Then after this week, we could watch the college hoops today. Even though it's only 2 games that we got. 2 slight games. Kentucky, they're number 6 right now. They about to go up against VCU. They get that dub. Memphis and Utah, we'll see what happens. 15 points for Mo Davis and a 15-point victory. Another 15 points for Jalen Honeycutt. So the story of the game was 15. Yeah, story of the game was 15. Let's look at the other side. And Memphis loses again to Utah. And Utah's big man went crazy. I don't even know who this is. He from New Zealand. 7'1", 265. That's a man. 23 and 12. 12 points for Austin Mack. And they're definitely going to be missing J.J. King, their best big man. I know they got a center, but he couldn't handle that nigga, clearly. 19 and 9 by Rico Ryder. So let College Hoops 2K take it away.
Welcome, everyone, to the 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel with Clark Kellogg. Just ahead on College Hoops tonight, we'll recap the biggest games of the week, as well as preview some of the big-time matchups that we'll be seeing across the land in the next week of College Hoops. But we begin with a special player who was an easy choice as our Player of the Week in college basketball.
Fernandez put one of the nation's best teams on his back this week and carried the load. He had a performance that should go down as one of the best of the season.
There was no shortage of excitement on the court in the past few days, so let's take a look at our games of the week. Let's get started with what turned into an absolutely terrific matchup. Utah got the better of Memphis.
The Utah Utes were intensely focused coming into this game, and their preparation was outstanding. They looked like they were ready for anything, Greg. Kind of like you are when we come into the studio.
Utah really pounded the glass with tenacity this game, and it paid off for them. They boxed out well and made sure that they didn't give up any second chance opportunities.
That's always an area that can really be an indicator of a team's performance, and the rebounding numbers told the tale in this one.
And 2 teams, each enjoying a spot in the top 25, got together. Tennessee got the better of Gonzaga.
This game wasn't as close as I expected it to be, but there still was high-level basketball played. I expect to see more of both of these teams in the future.
Thomas was not going to be denied. His 28 points led all scorers. They needed an effort like that to get this win. He saw all sorts of defensive looks, but no matter what they threw at him, he handled it and handled it well.
Now let's take a look ahead to the games that get top billing on the schedule in the days to come. A meeting between a pair of top 10 teams is always entertaining, and there's certain to be plenty of action in this game. Neither side is going to give an inch in this contest. You can be sure of that.
Clemson should come out on top if I had to make a prediction. Their backcourt is so solid this year, and their guards love to get out and run. That gives them a huge advantage in a game that should be as fast-paced as this one will be.
And we have another upcoming contest that promises to be a classic. This should be a terrific matchup. Both these teams are fighting to improve their position among the nation's elite teams, and they're going to have to go through each other to do it.
Duke plays a brand of defense that should make the difference in this game. They are a tough team to score against. And if you don't squeeze the orange, they'll take it. I think they'll be in top form for this contest.
That'll do it for us here in the studio. For my partner, Clark Kellogg, I'm Greg Gumbel. Thanks for watching College Hoops Tonight, brought to you by State Farm, the #1 auto insurer. Enjoy the exciting week of college hoops action to come.